Hi everyone, this is me and Mehdi again. We're continuing our efforts to basically build a decentralized social media platform for deproductizing humanity. And Mehdi, I don't know if you saw the last one, but we have a new member on the team, Ricardo Cruz from Puerto
Uh-huh.
Rico. He's gonna be writing code with us. Sometimes I'll pair with him and I'll pair with you. Sometimes both of you gonna pair with each other. I'll just be sitting there watching. This way, this is, I want the world to actually build that platform, and it's really, heartwarming, and it's such a great feeling to just see everybody from everywhere, literally from the corners of the world, building an open source social media platform for the world, by the world, for the world.
Exactly.
you know this is really fun. And in this session, you guys, we are now going into the final stage of developing end to end. This is a great series, Maddie. Thank you so much for making this
You're
easy.
welcome.
We did the database integration, we did the foundation service, which is the heavy part where the business logic is, and today we're gonna build a controller. And that controller will allow us to kind of add posts, into the database, and we're gonna test this together. Today I'm not gonna do much. It's gonna be you. So let's go ahead and let's make it rain. Go ahead, my
Okay.
friend.
Let's go. Hello, everyone, and let's get it started. And don't forget to check out our project Git file,
Get file.
and
Hey, by the
start.
way, before then, can you show me your get file? Is it actually starting to add
Yeah.
things?
Yes. Yes. Sure.
You're supposed to have like I
A
don't
little
know.
bit contribution. Yes. I will share my screen.
If you want. If you don't want to,
Of
that's
course.
fine
Yeah.
too.
No. It's cool.
Mm.
Everybody when come to this world, they okay, how can I start? You go and see the C sharp core and .NET, and you see you have no clue that guys, they what the heck are they doing?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, because at the first, okay, I when you come to open source, oh, go check out one project and you will figure it out, but it's not like
No, no, that's not how software is supposed to work. All right. Anyway,
okay.
okay, I'm looking at your beautiful Windows 11. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Nice. You're out there. Okay, man.
Yes,
And
I
and and what's that third Oh, you built brokers, you built code drops. This is beautiful. I can see this growing and growing. This is your contributions this month, and you have all the open opportunities.
and
Oh
these are
man.
new. These
Yep.
are new.
Yeah, all of these things are new. Yep, yep, yep. And then at the very bottom, there's also all the open opportunities. This is amazing. This is really, really, really good.
Cool.
All right, man. This
I
is
will.
cool.
I will take care of it.
Yep, you'll
Okay.
take it. Sounds good. All right, we want to build a controller. Let's create a new branch.
Okay.
Let's go to master, pull from master, and make sure you're up to date with everything. Run all the tests, make sure things are passing.
Oh my
Make
God.
sure you,
Why?
you make sure you pull in Ricardo's changes. That's really important. And
Yes. Give me a second and I will.
you're gonna go gangsta. Okay. Who needs the PR? Who needs the? Okay. Get pull. That's it. Get
Or
pull.
now he just. Why I have.
Okay. Okay.
Sync?
You wanna mix it up a little bit, keep things interesting. Okay. A little bit of
Allah.
a little command
Okay.
line versus. Okay.
Yeah. I think now. Why? Okay. Done.
All right. Let's
Okay.
run. Let's run all the tests first. Don't believe it until you see it with your own eyes. Someone was telling me this the other day. He said, Hassan, you have a great LinkedIn profile. And I said to him, don't believe anything until you see it for yourself. I can go on that LinkedIn profile and say I'm an astronaut. I'm actually the guy that landed on the moon in Apollo mission. What
Yeah.
stops me from that? This is why we're building Git file. So the code that you actually write is what's actually being displayed. No BS, no lying, nothing. It's just truly what's actually happening in there. So
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, don't believe it until you see
I
it.
hope other software engineers let's get their hand dirty and create own Git file because
Yes,
there is like we're working on .NET platform. I think we need something like it in JavaScript or
Everywhere.
Python everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. Absolutely. All right.
Okay,
Okay, so
everything
you have
is
a
looks
yeah,
fine.
you have a running test. Wow, 15 tests already. Don't be
Yeah,
surprised. I've been to
it's for
projects. Yeah,
16
yeah,
run.
by the time this project is making anything worth its while, we're gonna have around 4,000 tests. But don't worry, it's gonna be really fast.
Okay,
Yeah.
we have a controller
Nope,
ready.
let's create a branch first. Let's create a branch first. What branch are you making? It's on the masterpiece. So if you
Okay,
click, yeah, you can do that too. Yeah. So what are we doing? Users and then you. Hmm.
and
Controllers, controllers, and then dash, and then the type, which is posts, and
it will
then
be here. It will be plural. Yeah,
yeah,
posts.
posts, yeah, and then dash post. That's post basically,
Okay,
which is hilarious. All right, cool. Let's go.
but it's making sense somehow.
It makes sense somehow. You know, when you see one of those kind of memes on the internet that says, say data but not data, and you're reading it, but you're hearing it different in your head.
Okay, it seems it's here.
Yeah, let's go to post controller. That's because there's a retrieve in there, right? Yeah,
Yes, get all is there.
let's do the post.
Okay.
It's a good thing and a bad. Let's do the post before the get because the
Yeah,
order of
I
priority.
was thinking about that.
Yep.
Okay, it will be HTTP
HTTP post.
post, and we will be public action result, or it will be underneath of the value task and then action result.
Value task, action result, and then, yep,
Or let's make it async
that's
because it
right.
will be.
Nice. Yep,
And our model is post.
that's right.
Okay, I
You
will.
need K instead of yeah. So result with a T and then task with a K.
Oh my God,
Ah, Visual Studio.
they still.
Ah, yep. I have no words for that.
Okay.
You're gonna have to kind of do it the hard way. What is that? Vim getting in the way of you being super fast? Okay, I get it. All
Okay,
right. Semicolon.
but
Yep. Now
and
let's
it
go
should
back.
be on top because it's
We'll see. The if you fix your ordering, it'll take care of it, the code cleanup. So, anyway,
okay.
okay, and then the action result though.
It will be post.
Post async.
Really?
Yeah, post async. It's hilarious. This is one very rare situation where the model and the action have the same name. That's okay. Happens all the time. Not all the time, but it happens. Mhm.
Okay. It says you have to create a post.
Yeah, just do tap. It'll do it for you. Or not. Yeah,
Okay, and now there will be a try catch method.
that's right. That's right. Let's do it.
Okay,
Hmm.
then we catch
All right, let's get the happy path first out of the way. Why don't you give me a new line between 23 and 24?
23 and 3. You are right. Okay, first we can have it like the method which return a value task of post, and it will be add post, right? Like
Yeah,
this.
so instead of doing that, why don't you just type in post and just call it like added posted post. Yeah, post and then just call it posted post.
Post,
Or did
post.
you say added post? I'm okay with that too if you want to do it that way.
Mm, yeah,
Added
add.
post is fine. because that's
Is
what the action of the method is. Yep. Added post. Okay, and then let's do the await and all that nice stuff that we do there.
okay. We call the service
Yep.
this does
What's
service.
das? Is that Hungarian for
No, no,
dot?
no,
Okay.
it was at post AC.
Okay, you need an await in there, right? Okay.
Okay, I think if it's bring it to next line, it
Yep.
will be,
And now what? We want to return like we want to wrap this in an action result, right?
and it will be
Hmm.
our response will be, it will be okay too, or
Nope.
created it.
Created. Created.
We have it.
201. Yeah, of
To,
course you have it.
I
I
see.
wrote that with my hands. I had to actually expose that through RESTful link controller, so of course we do. Okay, perfect. That's one. Now what's the
Okay,
second thing that we need to handle?
handle the our exceptions.
That's right.
We have to maybe start with which one?
Wh-
Service
What
or
exception do we get first? Validation, right?
yes.
Let's do it. Let's take care of the validation exception.
Okay, post dependency, no, post validation
That's right.
exception.
Yep, yep, yep.
We will call it post validation exception.
That's right. Now here's the deal. There are these specific cases and there are the generic cases, right? We want to start by handling the specific cases. When what is different that we need to handle? The null post exception and the invalid post exceptions, both of these are just bad requests,
Uh-huh.
right? But we have a lot more than that. We have already exists, right? We have already exists. Is there anything else that can come out of a validation exception? Just these three, right?
Yes
Okay.
or no.
So now hear me out. Under catch, put catch to the next line, and under catch type this when under catch. Nope. Under
Uh-huh.
catch. Like take a new line from there. Yep. And just type this when.
Okay.
Yep. Open a new parentheses and type this post validation exception dot inner exception. That's the variable, the actual variable that you're working with, not the type, the variable.
Mhm.
Yep, that guy. Dot inner exception. Yep.
Okay.
And then space is.
I mean, this is
Yeah, yeah, is. And then type in there already exists exception. Already exists post exception. Yep, that guy. That guy needs to be handled as a conflict exception. Like we're gonna return conflict code for that guy. So all you gotta do is just say return and then conflict. Yep, and then just pass in that inner exception. So take that post validation exception, inner exception, just throw it in there. That's it. Post validation exception dot inner exception. You want to communicate the actual message that's in there. Yep. Okay, that's one. Great, easy. The next one is to handle all the other cases because there's no. Do control KD for me, please, Matty.
Control KD.
Perfect, thank you. And then let's go
Welcome.
again and do another catch. The second catch will be just like the first catch, except that it's without the when. So we're gonna
Okay.
go and say catch post validation exception, post validation exception. Yep. Take a new scope. Yep.
Okay.
Control KD again. And this one will just be handled as bad request. So just type in there return bad request post validation exception dot inner exception.
I, weird.
Mm.
Uh-huh. Validation. This one it should be
Hmm.
not that smart yet.
All right.
And
Okay. What's the
there's
next one? We want to take care of the dependency
dependency.
validation exception. The dependency validation exception gives us what? Actually,
It's
you know what? You're right. Pick up that top, pick up that top block, the post validation exception, and move it under the post validation exception. So that top block where you said post validation from line 40 to line 36,
line
like highlight all of that.
line 40 to 36.
Yep.
Okay.
And then do Alt and then move it down under that post validation exception. Because that's not actually a post validation, it's a post dependency validation exception, right? So let's change that to post dependency validation exception.
I mean the type is also different.
Yeah, dependency validation exception. You just add the word dependency there. Remember how
Depend.
we wrapped already exist in a post dependency validation exception? There you go. And change the variable as well. Perfect. Perfect. Yep. And then one last one. How long is this line? Is it over 120 yet?
No, I don't think so. It's 95 character.
Oh, I'll go all the way at the bottom, at the end of it, at the end of line 41. Yeah,
100.
101.
100.
Yeah, yeah, 101. Okay, perfect. Now let's handle, so this is the post dependency validation exception. Let's handle, you know, the um uh the post dependency exception. Hmm. Yep.
Okay.
And this guy we're gonna communicate as internal server error. Yep. And this time you're just throwing the exception itself. You're not really trying to expose any additional details. Yep. And the same thing with service exception. So post service exception, exactly the same thing.
Service
That's
exception.
right.
It will return internal
Hmm.
server role and post service exception. No need for the type.
That's right. Okay, Control KD just to clean stuff up.
Doesn't- Okay.
Yikes. Control X. Yep. Okay. Yeah, Control KD just to clean things up.
Why we have an error somewhere?
Because you didn't pull in the action. Action result is typed wrong. Result. A. Yep. Okay. Now let's test it. Do you have your database integrated and everything?
No, I have to create migration.
It's really simple. Just open up your Solution Explorer. You don't have to create a migration. We already have migrations.
Yeah, yeah.
So pin that solution. Pin that Solution Explorer,
Okay.
and then just do this. So open up. Do you see your app settings? Expand that app settings. .json. Open up that guy, that development guy. Did I already push that in there? Yeah, you don't have to do anything. Just run the code. Just run it. Let's go. Yep. So do you have Postman? I see
Yes,
Postman
of
in
course,
your.
it's here, my friend.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Yes. Yes. Let's go. Yeah. Now let's try and test your. First of all, the browser that's gonna pop up is gonna actually give you the ability to kind of hit that endpoint slash API slash post. Let's see if you have any.
Oh, you changed the conflict with the Swagger because it's
No,
perfect now.
I don't think so. But go ahead and do API. Yeah, it's still working on that. Do slash API slash posts in the browser. In the
Okay.
browser that you're in. Yeah. This
S-
guy will basically give you a quick look and feel of the, yep,
slash
API slash
slash.
posts. Yep. That guy will retrieve all the posts. So see, this guy is gonna kick the migration for you automatically. There you go. Cannot access a disposed context instance, a common cause, blah, 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 blah. Okay, minimize that. Let's go back to our code real quick.
Let me close this one.
And go to the storage broker real quick. Okay, scroll all the way down. Yeah, do this for me. Do override dispose
Over right here.
under this method. Do override dispose. Shut down your running instance first, so we make sure that things are not. Yeah. Do this real quick. This is a little workaround, but we're gonna standardize that a little bit. So take a new line and just type in override dispose. Yep. And then just leave that empty. Just don't do anything in there. Move that base dispose away.
On.
Yeah, take a new line between 28 and 29. You really like to put the methods together, don't you?
Because this reference, it's like when you look at it, it should be you see one line, but
I know. Take this open close curlies and put them in the same line.
okay. We will just delete it.
Yeah, let's test this again. Let's try it again.
Cool. Let me save it.
All right, let's try this again. So API slash posts. Mhm.
Nothing.
Perfect.
It's fine.
You don't have anything. Now let's post a post in there. Let's actually send the post in there.
Okay. I will create. Let me copy the URL.
Yep.
I change the method to the post, and then I go to body. I create raw,
Mhm.
and it will be a JSON file.
Yep. Make sure you select JSON instead of text. Drop it down to JSON. Nice. Yep. So what do we need? We need an ID.
Okay.
Let me show you a really nice trick that I learned. Go and copy that model that we have of the post. Models, posts. Copy that guy, all of it. With the class name, everything.
Like
Nice.
this.
Yep. And then go online, go to a web page, type this. C# class to JSON.
Oh, they have it. Cool.
Of course. Long time ago. C#
C
class to JSON. Yep. Click on that
okay.
guy. Slap your model in there. It's okay. They're not going to hack nothing. C# to JSON. And then remove all of that junk. Scroll down. Remove all of that. Control A and remove all of it. And then paste your model in there. And then just type JSON. Just click JSON. Welcome to the party. There it is.
Nice.
Now let me show you a couple other tricks that you might find really interesting. Let's go to our,
Postman.
yeah, Postman. Now you want to generate a random ID, right?
Yes.
That ID do double squigglies open and double close between the two double quotes?
Here
No, in the value.
in the value. Where is the value?
In the value of the ID. and the value of the ID, the zeros.
Okay.
Remove all of that and do double squigglies.
It's doubly squeezed.
Yep, squiggly brackets, you know. Yep, two of these. Nope, nope, the ones that you did earlier.
Early.
The one that you did just a second ago. Two of these. Another one.
Okay.
Perfect. And then do dollar sign and then type GUID in there.
All
That
environment variable they have.
native out of the box. It's not a, I don't know if it's an environment variable, but anyway. Okay, so there's that guy. And then we also want a date, right? So go in that created date and do the exact same thing. Just do squigglies and then type dollar and then ISO date, I think. ISO, ISO,
Timestamp.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Do the same thing for the updated date as well. Boom, done. And then is the author a GUID or is it just is it
It's
a
good. I think.
it's a
I'm sure.
GUID? Yeah, then let's throw a GUID in there then. The exact same way you did that one. And then the last thing in the content, just type there anything you want. Like
Okay.
go in there and type in hello world or whatever.
Lower. Go.
Between double quotes. It's a string. Yep. Now post.
Okay. Send it.
Hmm. Looks like it says
Created.
created. So that means if we go and retrieve all, that means it's gonna give us back a post, right?
I think so.
Let's see. Look at that.
Here you are. We have it.
Now let's test some of our validations. You remember that empty model that you got, from the internet when you mapped? Paste that model in there.
I mean, I will.
Paste it.
No, I change my clipboard. I think because
Okay.
nothing. This one.
Yeah, copy that guy. Okay, hit that guy. You should get
Bad
400.
request.
Yeah, but it should be more than that. Look at this.
Ah,
This is,
beautiful.
yeah, this is what we call problem detail. So now these
Nice.
validation are standardized. It's not just validations, they're standardized, right? See how it says date is required and date is not recent. It's collecting all the issues that you have. Now all you gotta do, post another successful, like go back to that other model that you had originally. If you do Control Z or something, yep, post that guy again, take a screenshot and put it in your pull request. And you're done for the day, my friend. You basically, at this point in time, you basically built an entire API end to end. All that you're missing is just an infrastructure provision and a data task, and
Okay.
you should be just fine.
It's
Ah,
done.
it's done. Show the body that you're posting and also show the response, both. Yeah, just like this. Yep. Now, if you use the snippet, the snip tool in Windows, if you type in snip, it'll find it. Yep, there you go. Take a screenshot of that guy.
Okay.
Nope, nope, nope. All everything. Your post, your URL, include the status, everything. So all the way, everything inside that box. Yep, yep. Take everything, and go all the way down. What we're really looking for here, the body that you posted, the URL that you're posting against, and the status that you're returning, and the response, right? So
Okay.
that's everything. Now let's go create a pull request.
Okay. I will go to. Let me turn off the server. It's annoying.
Yeah. I mean, you, you won't be able to create it until you push the branch, right? This is a brand new branch, right?
Okay. Let's. Okay. Controllers. It will be
All
Control.
uppercase controllers. Yep. And then post. That's it.
Post.
Post. That's
Like
it.
this. Commit and push.
Beautiful. All right.
Bye bye. Okay.
Yeah, let's create a pull request.
Uh, Truffle.
There you go.
Okay, I will attach my screenshot here.
Yeah, just do Control V. Should be done. There you go.
Really? It's
Yeah, that's it. Go to preview. Not a lot of people know that, but if you go to preview, if you click on preview, there it is. There's your screenshot. Done.
nice.
The
Uh,
beauty of fair programming. All
okay,
right, create the pull request. That's it. You made it.
okay, done.
So
Beautiful.
so now I get to review, that pull request and just make sure, everything is good. I'm gonna take your screen for a second there, if that's okay, Mehdi.
Here you are. I need nice approval.
Yes, you do. Let's go here. Let's go to Tarafu. Let's go to open pull request. This is your pull request right there. And let's look at the code. So what do we have here? We have the, let's look at the file in general. This is how I review code. I don't care what you change versus what anybody else has changed. This is a file and it needs to be in a good state. I don't care what it is. So let's see here. So this is post service. This is all good. Added post, beautiful. And then you handled the validation exceptions with a bad request. We're not doing anything else that's interesting other than just, catching a null or anything. And then we basically, in the dependency, we said already exists exception and we posted this as conflict. Perfect. And then we basically went in there. You have an empty line in here. Remove that empty line. Line
48.
48. Yep, I'll leave you a comment. Here you go.
Code drop.
Yep. See, even if you paired with someone while they're building the thing, when you're reviewing it yourself, so remove extra line. So this guy goes up in here. And let's see what else in there. While you're fixing that, I'm just looking at the rest of the file. You have another empty line on line 31 in the storage broker. Make sure you take that one out.
Okay, storage broker 31.
Mhm. Remove this line too.
Okay,
And then let's see here, what else is in the bag? Let's see here. We have, okay,
and
is
also, yeah, no, it's better. It was one more extra
right.
space.
Yeah, also run code cleanup just for funsies to make sure things are
Okay,
organized.
okay, code cleanup.
The win that you have here is not a real tap. You need to kind of fix that. If you run code cleanup, it'll catch it for you.
I did it.
Okay. And then we could do this in a code drop, fixing problem with an internal server error. That's okay. Yeah, I think that
Well,
that would do it.
fixing problem. Why with the tag of the internal server error?
Because we upgraded RESTful since to handle exception type. It's a long story. I'll share the video with you so you understand it better. Something
Okay,
called standardizing API validations.
I call it fixing problem in the Cobra.
Yeah, that's okay. Uh, you can turn this into internal server error and instead of message, just throw the exception itself.
Here,
You done?
I create a code drop.
Oh, you already pushed it? Okay.
Yeah. Is it necessary? I will.
No, no, no. We can create a code drop for it. Okay. So let's see. You did run your cleanup here. So yep, it took care of all that, extra stuff that you have, extra lines. Let's take one more look at the file itself.
Okay. What was wrong? I misunderstood.
I'll,
In the
I'll I'll
code.
tell you, but it's outside of the scope of this guy. But now you're done, so you can resolve this conversation. We can resolve this conversation, and then here is the merge. Okay, you can do this. I'm gonna create an issue here for you, and basically in here I'm gonna say this is a code rub. Use internal server error to handle of exceptions on get all post.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is an issue that you can take care of. It's a free point that you can get. Really easy and simple. You can take care of that. But that's it. Just to explain it to you, if you go into the controllers in here, this is the Tarafu core controllers, post controllers. In here, we're still saying problem. We changed that. They should be
Uh-huh.
internal server error. Instead of saying problem message, it should be just internal server error, dependency exception, service exception. Just exactly like how you did it in here. Whatever you did in here will be exactly what you do in here. Cool?
Okay.
That's a free point. All right, that kind of wraps up our session today. Do you have any final remarks? Anything you want to share? Anything at all?
Okay. Next, what we gonna do?
What are we gonna do next? That's a great question. We're gonna go jump on the Tarafu portal to go build the API component, the foundation service, the view service, and then the component, and then we will allow people to kind of post posts. We're gonna
Okay.
build a UI, pops
In
up on the.
between, can we
Mhm.
create a pipeline for this? Because I want to know how you create a pipeline with your library.
Oh, you mean an A.NET pipeline to for the build and all that? Absolutely, no problem. Might even join forces with Shri there to kind of explain things for you a little bit more. But yeah, I'd be more than happy to kind of show you how that works.
Perfect.
As usual, it's been fun hanging out with you, Mehdi, and thank you guys for
Mhm.
following up and watching us. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to drop a comment in the comment section. I look forward to your contributions. Feel free to join me on this journey. I'm always happy and to learn about new engineers and new developers and people that want to join our journey. And as usual, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in
Thank
another
you guys
video.
for watching. Bye bye.